Guys, welcome to my channel. Let's have some gel plate play. I've already been playing that was on top of a brayer sheet. I don't know, there's not a lot, but remember these pages that I did? That looked really cool on there, so some of those may end up getting reused. We'll see. I don't know, too many ideas, too many things going to work on. I'm just gonna play. That's it. I need some playtime. And so that's what's going to happen. I do have this if I want to use it as a palette, and I have my brayer off sheet over here. Don't worry, I will remember to change it out when it looks like it's getting good, even though you can't see it. I don't want to pull up that far because then you're just going to see everything all around, and that's like super distracting. Oh, let's use the big one. Oops, that's not what I wanted, but anyway. The whole point of this was to spread it out so I don't get those circles and whatnot. And I have the camera at a weird angle, but that is so that hopefully I will stay in camera. It's at an angle where I can see it. If you see what I'm saying. Alright, I just used that one, so maybe some of that purple will come off. We'll see. Time will tell. This jelly paper is too waxy. It's waxy on both sides. It's not super it's not as good as tissue. I was gonna grab my wet strength tissue paper that I've been hoarding, but it wasn't where I thought it was gonna be. It must be over here. Okay, I looked on the wrong shelf, that's all. I think I see it. I may or may not use it. We'll see. But right now, just kind of want to have some fun. I don't know if and when this one will get in the shop. It's kind of a marbling. Yeah, I had one of my pictures, and then I did a thing on Procreate which made it go whoosh whoosh whoosh, and then I traced it. That's all. So some of the stencils you see may or may not be in the shop or end up in the shop, but keep an eye in the shop. What is the shop? The shop is pmartiststudio.com, and they have some really awesome stencils, especially for jelly plate printing, because they are large. All right, that is not dry. Where's my other? I have more plates. Hold on. Okay, I had to clean it off. It was a mess. And the paint you see back there, it's on the acrylic. And then I turned this over, so now that line, which apparently was on this side, is now indented here. Well, we're just gonna call that texture. Yep, that's what we're gonna do. Alright, I've got some Prussian blue or phthalo blue. It says both on there. I was using this so I didn't get the bloopy little floppy. And my cord is hanging down. There, that might help. Just remember what you're doing, lady. Oh my goodness. Alright. More coverage with this one. All my plates probably need to be cleaned and conditioned at this point in time, but we're not going to worry too much about that. Alright. I had some smaller, let's just do this real quick over here. So I'm going to use some texture too. And then I have this here. I'm just going to stick that on there, but on here I want to do this tree. Someone had asked once about lightning, and Mariah mentioned the tree, and I think that doing the flip-flop, is that what this is called? I forget already. Could be a good way to get like a background. My microphone cord is now in my way. Good way to get the background, a background of like just full of lightning, you know what I mean? So I'm going to let that dry a minute, because I'm going to pick it up probably with like a yellowish, yellowy yellow. How are we on this? This one's still pretty wet. Alright. So that one's still pretty wet. And this one, it wasn't very, that one should be okay. Alright. Oh, let me go ahead and lift this one over here too, I think. It left a lot on there, but that's okay. But you can see that it started out blue, but now it's more of a blue-green because I did it over this yellow, which was still a little bit on the wet side. And, cool stuff. Cool. And because there's still some green on there, it's just a microphone cord in case you want to hear me, even though it's like way over there. It may end up more purple than magenta, but this is quinacridone magenta. We love quinacridone magenta. I know people hate pink, but I don't think of quinacridone magenta being pink. But that's just me. And I want to do, I think, a couple layers. So I think I've got the big ones here. I think I'm going to do these. They kind of come out more like, you know what, we're just going to go every which way with it because we didn't go straight the first time. So it's just going to be some texture in the background. And they kind of dendritic, they look like fingerprints now, basically. I don't know if you can see that. Or flower petals. That'd be cool. Oh, you want to see it from the other side? Because that's the side that's going to come out on the paper. It's hard to tell. Shows a little bit through. And then I'll probably pick up with the next layer, whatever that may be. This one would have dried fairly quickly, I think, because it was a pretty thin layer. Ooh, I'm going to use my yellow ochre. Is it open? Yeah, I think it's open. You get a lot of, oh, you can't see. When I mix the blue-green with the, or the blue-green with the magenta, you get more of a violet. And this is just, you know, some cleanup paper type deals that will probably end up as collage bits in the future. Yeah, I don't know about using the palette. It seems like it's more work than it's worth at this point. I'll just deal with whatever circles end up on the thing. There we go. That's fairly cleaned off. Alright. This one is yellow ochre, which is a new one for me. I wasn't totally sure if it was open. See, it didn't matter because I didn't get it on there enough to eliminate the, and I didn't get enough. Alright, what you want to do is lift and roll, otherwise you're just going to have the same thing. So you don't want to really roll back and forth. I'll be rolling. Alright, let's do some, let's see if we can get some of that green on there from the last one. And just get some collage papers going. I'm trying to do quick pulls today, so you won't see a lot of letting it sit for a long time, except for maybe that one that I started before I turned on the video. Did I say hi? How is everybody? And this is Darcy, and this is my misadventures with mixed media. And I haven't played on the gel plate in a while. So, all right, there's how that one. Now, what I would probably do is come back in with some ink after this dries, so that I don't have like big white splotchy bits. But I mean, even just for collage paper, it's cool. It's good. It's all good in the neighborhood. Hey, Bubs. Daddy wanted you to do some cleaning today. You know your weekend. You know your weekend chore list. All right, what should we do? What should we do? What should we do? All right, I've got this orange here, so I might do something. I have so many stencils right now, you guys. I love it. Don't get me wrong. Pretty awesome. Now, you would not expect the Happy Streamer. What is it called? I can tell you what it's called. This one's one of Miriam's. It is Happy Stream to be on red and orange, but hey, why not? Maybe they're nuts in the forest. Maybe we're nuts in the forest. Alright, I had that orange background, so I was thinking of doing, ooh, I kind of want to do the phthalo green, but if I do a teal, it will still come out like kind of green probably, so I'm going to use a turquoise. So I've got this down on here really good, and because it's a new one, it should stick really nicely. And then you gotta get it down in the circles, so, you know, nice, good. I got too much, but that's all right. We're not gonna, oh, see, look at that. That is a lot. Let's see, what do we want to pick this one up? Do we want to pick this one? This is still wet. That's all right. I might just put a little bit of phthalo blue on that just for contrast, and I might pick that up with a lighter color in a few minutes. Just needed to do something with all this turquoise here that I've got, because it's expensive. We are not wasting the golden fluid acrylic turquoise. We are using it on the things. Alright, we'll let that dry for a minute, and I'll pick it up with a lighter color. This one, I don't mind that it's nice and thick like that, because I'm going to pick it up with this. And since I can't really see, I'll just go ahead and register it, kind of try to place it on the orange parts. See, if I used green, it would look really, really green. That's why I used the turquoise, so it'll look not quite so green, I guess. Here's my, right here. Something's flying over. Is that a helicopter? I live not far from Quantico, so it's kind of between Quantico and DC, so could be coming from anywhere. Or there could have been another shooting. That usually, if we hear, oh, that's cool that left over to pick up. If we hear helicopters, usually there's been a shooting. So that's an interesting combination. I don't suppose I got this. I printed a little bit ago. I don't think this is going to be wet enough down here to pick it up, but that's all right. It'll be part of the next something. Oh, we did get a little bit of it. Doesn't really show much. Just gives extra texture, layer, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. All right, let's see. Let's do some graphite. I gotta start thinking about the Celestial journal too. So some of the colors will go towards that, although I haven't really decided on the colors, because I know a lot of Celestial journals tend to go dark. But I'm like, well, but what if I don't? What if I go a different direction than dark? That could be interesting. Let's go this way. Although this is cardstock, so it's probably... I just got a pile of papers next to me that I've played with before that could benefit from more. See, that's cool. Got more off of there than I thought I would. Alright, I'm going to let this sit for a minute. That's kind of cool. You can't see it super well, but you can see a little bit of the circly thing, kind of, a little bit. Let's see, we're going to let that dry a minute. That can go there. And this one. Alright, so now that turquoise has creased, that means it's kind of like spread a little bit. And so now you see all those little oh, kind of looks like a fungus. It's called crazing. And the fluid acrylics will often do that, and it's some people want it on purpose, so it's good. It's all good. What if we pick this one up with the this is the graphite. Mariah loves this one, I think. Pick it up with that and see what we get. Oh shoot, that was not totally dry. Apparently, that's all right. That doesn't mean we won't get really cool, interesting things. Come on, piece of paper. I need it fast. This is a metallic. Metallics dry quickly. Alright, I'm going to let this, even though I want to do fast pulls today, this one has several layers. So I am going to let this one sit for a little while. Probably not as long as Patricia lets them sit. She really lets them ripen. But that's why she gets nice clean prints. And why I need to like then fill in with ink. But I'm okay with that. So that is interesting. Oh, last month in the Makers group on Facebook that's run by PM Artist Studio, the swap was 3 layers of stencils, gel plate prints, and I'd never done 3 layers, so I was like, oh, maybe I'll try it. Not sure how I like it. Alright, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna use the transparent yellow oxide because I'm crazy like that. Let's see. I'm gonna do it right over this. Or this one. This one has way less on it. This one. Maybe. That way I can let this one sit for a minute too if I want to. It'll change some of the colors that were on the top there. Make the pink a little more orange, most likely. Ooh, that's cool. Alright, let's set that there and find. I had, here it is. I had a piece that I was picking up the. Do you guys even remember what was on this one? I think I did the bubble wrap and the marbly business. I do have papers that are big enough that I could just pick up the whole edge, but whatever. All right. You do get a little messy playing with paint, but that's half the fun, right? I'm gonna let it sit for a few minutes. Oh, is there anything to play with while we let that sit? I'll get this one here. Oh, that's the graphite. Oh, I kind of want to use the yellow on that too. Oh, hubby's home. I'm gonna pause for a minute while he comes in. He went right into his office, which is also my dad's room. Well, Dad's not here in the summer. So, and then I think in the winter, I think Michael will be working home one day a week anyway. So, and Dad just wakes up early on those days. Because Dad just sleeps in there. He spends most of his day upstairs in my living room, just hanging out, living his best life. There we go. That was the yellow ochre with the graphite. And it's got a kind of a, it's got the yellow green fall kind of a feel happening. There's still a little bit on there. Interesting. What do we want to do next? There's so many ways to go here with all the many stencils that I have. So many stencils. Fall's coming, so I kind of want to play with some of the fall ones, but what are these? Are the smaller ones. Oh, I wanted to do something with circles too, though. If they're in here. You never go wrong with the dragonfly wing. Surprised we don't have leaves, but that's okay. Oh yeah, I do love a... Oh, I do have that. I thought I did. This needs to go with my stencils I use all the time, because I need a harlequin up there. Probably all of these could, because these are ones that I would use a lot more often if they were right next to me. Guess where I'm going to have to do that with all these. Alright, these are cogs and gears. These are the big ones, okay. I do like using those. And then I had, where did I put the circles? These, well, I cut them. Sorry. I don't know if they were Rhonda's or Susan's, but they are little film strips, but I just wanted them to be circles, so I just did them as circles. Whoops, something dropped. It's alright, we'll live. Alright, let's do a little magenta. Why not? That is way too much magenta. Way too much paint. I'm acting like I have a 12 by 12. Actually, it just got out of my hand. It just decided that it was going to do that. Alright, now let's put some of these on here. Some of these. And we already have some circles kind of on there. Do some of the bigger gears. Some of these. I've played with the gears before. How do they look so clean? Have I not played with these gears? Maybe I have a full page one. I know I've played with these. I'm not sure how they're so clean right now though. To be honest. To be honest. I'm just going to layer these things all around the mulberry bush. So I'm just going to, it's still wet, so it's not a good idea to use this, but I wanted to add something to it. We're just playing. We're not being perfect, because this is how you learn with jelly plate printing. You just have to play. You can't just do it one time and be like, oh, I don't know how to do this. No, you have to keep playing and trying and just doing it. That is the only way you're going to learn. I mean, it does help to know things like color theory and stuff like that. But that's just having a color chart in front of you, which is just, you know, the thing with all the things, and you learn that the opposite colors are complementary colors. The colors next to each other are harmonious, or a word that starts with A that I can't remember or pronounce. So that's just lifting up what's in the middle, and you can still see some of that swirl in there, so that's cool. I'm going to lift all these off and let it dry for a minute, because if I don't let it dry for a minute, I will lose all the details. So that's why it's important to let it, and also I need to make sure I don't put these on top of each other. Oh, I know why, because I use these with ink. Maybe, no? But I must have the full page one. I thought I've played with these before, but I had probably used ink on them, and maybe I don't know why they look so fresh, unless I bought them twice. That is a distinct possibility. I might have bought them twice. That's entirely possible. All right, let's put that over here to dry for a minute. What do we have under here? Anybody remember? Oh, we picked it up. This is the one that I started without you guys. And I had started with the dots and dashes, which is here somewhere. And then I did the runes, which they might both be Paula's. And then I did the marbling effect, which is what I called it when I saved it. I don't know if it gets in the shop what Mariah will call it. And then the turquoise, and then the graphite. So this one has 3 layers of stencils on it. I just want to try it, see if I can do it. I don't love that many layers. It's not really my aesthetic. Just saying. Do you know what I do like? Magenta. Quinacridone magenta. I like it. I like how it makes blue greens look a little purpley and yellows look a little orangey. I think we might be needing a new brayer sheet. What do you think? It's getting a little thick. But if you get a really thick brayer sheet, that's probably a good time to do like, here's the dashes that I was talking about. Ooh, I got a new puzzle. I mean, I think I had a puzzle, but this is a smaller puzzle. This was just because somebody else ordered something. It's already pink. We don't want, here we do. We'll just put it on the back side of this. That's the nice thing about if you use a translucent paper. You can put stuff on both sides and it'll come through. So that'll be interesting. See, I mean, that doesn't come through a lot, but a little. Or you can pick a side. Pick a side, any side. I'm not going to do that right now. Let's see. By that, I mean... Alright. What if we... I kind of want to do some glazing on those, or inking or something. What is that, puzzle? Is it honest? Oh, I should have checked Hold on, I'll be right back. They're not in the shop yet, but I think I'm going to use them anyway. Alright, I'm just going to lift this in a minute with a couple different colors. What do I have over here? The gears. Oh, goodness. I wanted to do, what do I want to do? What if we just pick it up with graphite? How much fun would that be? Look at this. This, I love this. Look at that. Those are colors I love. I need to add some blue to something here. Hopefully I'm not picking up too much of this. It seemed dry at the moment when I was picking it up. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's just stick this down. This needs something. We'll stick that down. And speaking of blue, we have this brayer sheet. We'll stick that down. But there's no plan. There's nothing. Although I just got YouTube Premium. This is not. They didn't tell me to say this. I am so happy not to watch commercials anymore. I went ahead and got it for the family. I told them it was their Christmas present. Because you know that's a monthly thing, and I know my younger son definitely that needs to stay for a little bit because it's got paint on it, so it's gonna take longer to stick. So I'll leave that on there for a bit. I know but for me, I sometimes if I'm like doing something across the room and listening, and my headphones don't do that fast forward thing, and then I have to like get up from what I'm doing and come over and skip the commercial. It's so annoying. I was getting so tired of it, so I said no more. And then I was like, you know what, I bet my family would like this, so I upgraded, because I was like, it's twice as much. It's what, $14 for just one person and $23 for 6. Yeah, there's definitely a better deal there. The family deal. So, which was enough for me, my husband, my 2 sons, my son's girlfriend, and my dad. Because those are the people that are here the most. Well, those are the only people that are ever here. No one else comes over. It's okay. So now we have very orangey, which will be good in a fall. Well, I can make leaves with those or something. I can do anything. Anything with anything. Alright, I wanted to do kind of a glaze over. Where'd they go? Oh, this one. It's got a nice color happening there. If I do, I don't really want to do yellow. Oh, I'm going to try. This one is not transparent or translucent or whatever. Quinacridone Azo Gold. This one is a little bit. If I do it really thin, maybe. Or maybe I'll just do the Quinacridone Azo Gold. Maybe do something cool to the green, because sometimes Quinacridone Azo Gold does that. Does cool things to green. Kind of makes it like a what's the word that I want? See, this is the paper that is the big paper. But there was a lot, or I could have used ink, honestly. But I don't mind that. I mean, you can see how messed up my plate is, probably, but yeah, that works. Oh, and now we've got transfer from the leaves, which is cool. Alright, let's see. Oh, I wanted to play with, I don't know if I showed you these ones or not. They hopefully will be out. This one, is that the big one? Yeah, I think so. Alright, this one is, this is my Halloween one that will be coming out soon. There's a little spider web and eyes. Most of the ones that I have that will be coming out are kind of like Beetlejuice. So they don't have to be just for Halloween, but they're kind of have a Beetlejuice vibe to them. Just saying. What's this one? Transparent oxide red. Let's do the quinacridone violet. Ew, that's a mess. I don't know what happened to my green gold. I need to find it. because, you know, if I'm going to do Beetlejuicy things, I need my green gold. Oh yeah, I want to do some green gold with this too. Right. So you can see the crazing that's happening right there. It's okay. It's just going to get... Oh my word. I had the cord up there, but no, nope. Maybe around there. Stay? No, not going to stay. Thanks. Thanks for being a pain, cord. Alright. This is like a knot. This is a big one. I'm going to take this puzzle one. And we're going to get some violet on there. Yeah, the reason I paused earlier is I went to see if they were in the store yet, but they're not. The store being PMArtiststudio.com. It's always, except for older videos, it's mostly always linked in my description box. I'm going to let that dry a minute, but you can kind of see. And then let's see how these are doing. This is going to be a plate that already has, okay, most of that came off then. That's good. What about this one? Oh yeah. And then with that blue in the background, it looks like a cloudy sky, like a dark, moody, cloudy sky back there. That's cool. I need to print more on these kinds of papers. Some of them are too bright anyway, so, you know. What else do we have down here? See? I've used them. So I don't understand. I must have them twice. I must have bought them twice. It's all I can figure. Unless they got really clean. See, this needs, well, it doesn't need, but I'd probably ink that. How would I ink it? You want to know? Well, I'd either just spray it, or I can even put the spray on this. Let's see, if we've got green, what might we want in the background? The leaves, or maybe the sky. Maybe I'll do some antique linen. Oh, that'll be green. Oh, you know I love my balmy night. I love a balmy night. Do, 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 do. It's running out. I have 2 of them though, I think, because I loved it so much. So, not to fear. Now, if I want my green to stay mostly green, what I can do is go behind it and if I went in front of it, it might affect the green and make it a little bit more blue. Here it will come through the blue, but let's see. Or if I'm like being super lazy, we'll just go ahead and wet this. Would have probably helped if I wet it first. And then spray it. And spread it. You don't have to have it the same darkness all over. And who knows what other colors are on this sponge. It's okay. And there was some yellow on the back there, of some sort. So then, totally different look. It'll dry a little later. So maybe it'll dry before the video's over. I doubt it, because the video's already getting long. Let's see. There's another one that I'd probably want to, maybe the antique linen. Alright, let's remember to wet this one first. Did I have out the antique linen? A second ago I did. What is that one? Where'd it go? Oh. Yeah, antique linen, which is just kind of an off-white. And then the old paper is kind of a weird green, which apparently the sprayer is messed up on that one. And then I'm going to spray the back of this to get it started wet so that it will spread better. And now it'll be all just grungy and dark and Not looking so do 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 do. It kind of looked flaggy to me. I wasn't going for the flag. I was just going for layers. I guess this one could have been 3 layers because I think I had 2 layers and then might have done the crop circles on top. Alright, this one also could use some inking. What I really want, though, I'm just going to pick up this ink from the back here. I want to find my green gold for that violet. I like the, I'll be back. Alright, well, until I can find my green gold, I'm going to find my black, hopefully. That's blue. I'm going to find my yellow and black. It's not in here. Of course it's not. Why would the black be in here where I want it? No, it's not. Alright, well, I do have the soft body. I'll try to mix it with the soft body and see how that goes. So I got some black, and the bright yellow I think is, whoops, it has not been shaken for a while. There we go. And then mix that up. Did you know that's how you get green gold? He's a little more yellow. Maybe not that much yellow, but that's alright. Oops. Because I don't know why, but yeah, for some reason. Oh, don't put your brayer down with the brayer side down. It's just gonna get stuck. It's just gonna. Alright, that is like a darker green gold, but it is close to green gold. It's a color I can enjoy on the spooky, scary, weird. Too bad I forgot to put it on this. Hold on, let's see. I just want to get some on there. Kind of forgot I was supposed to put it on this and then pick it up. Oopsie. Oh my goodness, come on. Alright. Just put that under there for a second. And some of the black that was on there. But I kind of like what's happening with this crazy in here. And all the weird blocks that are happening there. So I'm just going to go ahead and use the Steli paper, which I don't love, but it was free. And so I'm either going to use it or it's a use it or lose it kind of a paper. If I don't use it, then I'm gonna, but that will make some fun collagey layering paper kind of a deal happening. Alright, and now we just have like texture on here, which is pretty cool. First, let me make sure that's down. Generally, you don't want to probably do this, but I don't know. I do it sometimes. I just do. I do. Ooh, speaking of fall, did you know that there's mushrooms in the shop? Yeah, I'm not good at remembering to do the mushrooms. The mushrooms might be fun on here. Oh, I know what I'll do, how I'll do them though. I want to put them on something after. Let's see. Like, here it is. Put these for a minute. What? Put it on there. Put it on. Alright, if I put it on here, what color would I want my mushroom to be? A little bit white mixed with, this is soft body white. I just want to mix it with something. I don't know what. Because I want to make it a little bit more opaque. Maybe this yellow ochre, which I could use just regular yellow ochre, which would make a lot more sense. But that is super thick. Oop. Getting a little rambunctious over here with my brayer. Just a little bit. Oops. Alright. And then I'm going to put a mushroom on there. And then I'm going to lift the mushroom, the background, and just keep the mushroom part is the plan. And then take that off, and then hopefully it's still wet enough to use kind of as a stamp on there. And you want to let that sit. Take things off too soon, you're gonna get nothing. Nada. Nothing for you. No print for you. Can you tell it's nice enough to have the windows? What did I do on this one? What is this one? Does anybody remember? Oh, and I picked it up with the turquoise, or I put turquoise on it anyway. I don't remember exactly what all the layers were. I'll have to go back and watch. I've already forgotten, and it's been about the same amount of time as you. But kind of cool. What did I start out with? I don't remember what I started out with. Was it the light green? Which then turned a... I know I started out with the marbling effect. And then had some other stuff underneath. Oh, it did. Oh, I lost the bubble wrap totally. Well, there's a little bit of bubble wrap showing through there, but in there it's super subtle because I did the turquoise over the magenta, and then I picked it up with the yellow, right, which gave me this beautiful dark orangey color. But you cut that down into tags, and that will be like really cool. All right, let's go back to this one. I'm using 4 plates today. I was gonna say 3, but I forgot about the smaller one. And that green gold, I think if I pick it up with the quinacridone orange, quinacridone azo gold, actually I'm gonna do a little bit of that and a little bit of yellow ochre, a little bit of both. Gonna do both. And is this the right one? Yeah. For a second. And then I'm going to use my big... I had the big brayer. Where'd it go? Yeah, we'll use the biggish one. I keep thinking I see it, but then it's a smaller one. Why? That's alright. We'll use the 6-ish, because they're never like actually 8 and 6 inches. They're kind of more like 5.9 and 7.89 or stuff like that. But this hopefully will make a nice cool background. This is just a few years ago, I was wanting to make a bunch of little golden book journals. So I got the legal size paper so that I can make it long enough for the journals. So now I have all this legal size paper, which is like 26 to 28 pounds. And yeah, that's I'm just trying to use it up. I know Patricia, if you go to PM Artist Studio, in the description box, it says what kind of paper they like to use. I use whatever paper is handy. I'm just kind of hitting a lick at a stick, kind of a... That is nice and grungy and perfect for fall. Let's see. I also like how that one came out. I kind of want to make the green gold again. I don't know. What if I did the green, blue, the green... That's not the color of the word I was trying to say. What if I mixed that with the graphite? What would happen? Probably nothing special. Just gray. Like a green gray. a weird, kind of like a khaki green maybe. Let's add a little bit of bright yellow to it. Oh, and you will get buildup on the side of your brayer if you do this motion a lot, but sometimes you're willing to live with that to get the color mixed. Do this, maybe do it straight this time, the eyeballs or fingerprints or whatever I end up with. I'm just doing the whole thing, because if I smoosh it down it looks more like fingerprints or eyeballs or whatever. It's kind of a cool pattern. Kind of cool, kind of cool. Alright, let that dry for a minute. That'll be a good Halloween-y one with eyeballs all over it. What is this one? Oh, this one is the violet with the homemade green gold. There we go. That's cool. I like, there's like some orangey bits that might have been already on the plate that are in the background there. And I don't even mind those. They just can be little spiders, those little black splotches. So, yeah, kind of like that. Alright. Do we want to do green gold again? How much do we like that? I don't know. You can make your own colors. That's all. I just want you to know that. You can mix things up. Alright, let's see. Next. I haven't played with these much. I played with them a little bit. I mean, these are more obviously the peacock feathers. And then I did one that's not on the store yet, sorry. That is kind of peacock feathers, or the eye of the feather. So it could even just be eyes. That is the other one. This one. There's this one, which is kind of like the peacocks, but also kind of like eyes. And yeah, Mariah's like, she's gonna be like, well, now I have to put them in the store. Nah, you'll get them in there when you get them in there. That's fine. I'm not trying to rush you. Where's the one with the lines? Here it is. And then this one is kind of like the other one, except for it's all in lines. And it's probably bigger than what it will be because I did it like kind of as big as it could be. So I'm going to lose the end pieces. So it's alright, I can decide which end I want it. Quinacridone, maybe? So yeah, they're just kind of like Beetlejuice looking. These, they made me think of Beetlejuice when I made them. Apparently that was where my brain was when I was getting over my foot issue. My ankle, by the way, is so much better. It is. I have to walk on it normal. I mean, I will wear a brace out in public. Or like a compression just thing. Just so when I'm walking slow, people don't get mad at me. Yep, I do that. Let's see, do I have something I want to lift this on? Oh, let's see. I'll show you guys that one another time. Oh, and I need to get this one recut. This is the wallflowers, but I know that Mariah did some changes to it, and I don't have that one where she did the changes. So I need to get that one so I can play with it. And that one, I didn't say. Is this the... I thought this one was different, but I guess not. I thought it was more of a swirl in, but it's not. Okay. That needs to dry for a minute. And that's got like the oval. What if we do this behind it? This is kind of snaky. Kind of, sorta. Quinacridone orange. Sure, why not? Oop, it moved. Didn't want it to move, but it moved. It's alright, I'll live. Alright, and then that needs to dry. Just get some of that off so it will not get as much thickness. And don't put it on the wet one. That's the important thing. What is this? Oh, that's the words that I did another time. It's just papers everywhere. What do you guys, for people who gel plate, what do you, oh, this one cracked. Look at that. Might be time to get new plates. I mean, they're just going to get dirty and cracked anyway, but I don't want it to crack my gel plate. I mean, if you know you're going to use your gel plate, it's totally worth it to get one. What is this one? Neon blue. It's almost gone. Maybe we should just finish it. No, wasn't that close to being gone. Ew, and it's weird and sticky. Some of my craft paints are quite aged and decrepit, like moi. Just so you know. Alright. See, this is my 9x12 plate. So I don't know exactly which ones are coming out, so I'm just showing you the ones I made. And hope that you get to actually buy some. Or if there are some you see that are like, oh, I hope that one comes out, you just have to let me know and I'll let Mariah know. And if you put it in the comments, you'll see. This one was kind of fun. It just started out as, I kind of did neurographic lines, I think. And then I just went bigger as I went. Weird. I started small and got bigger as I got towards the middle, doing my little things. I like it. I don't know about you guys, but I like it. Alright, let that dry. Don't put it on top of the other wet ones. Alright, now we're like in the everything has to dry mode, right? This one, it's still wet, but most of it should stay down. I'm okay with that. I kind of want to do, this is a weird, yeah, let's do that actually, maybe. Or, what if we just do the dragonfly? I gotta have my paper ready to pick it up though. Do I want to use something that already has, I mean, that's got a little something on it. Let me see what I've got in here. That's good. We wanted all those papers to fall. That's just fun. Who's going to do the dragonfly? That's going to be busy, but let's try it anyway. Between the orange and the dragon, not, this isn't dragonfly, it's color shift, sorry. It's color shift, blue, violet, something. And my family is, I'm going to lift these last three up so you can see them, and then I'm going to be done because apparently everybody's home and making all kinds of noise. So that tells me it's lunchtime. Actually, it is lunchtime. So let me get these. Let me leave that for a minute. Somebody's cooking something upstairs, which is really telling me it's lunchtime. All right, if I go too dark, everything's gonna disappear. I'm just gonna use my transparent yellow oxide, just because. Maybe nothing will show because it'll just be the same color as everything. I don't know. No, it's not. It's light enough that some stuff should show. Some stuff that goes on a paper that, so do this on the other side of this. Never know how I'm going to use stuff. Alright, and then this one, it's somewhat dry. Oh, let's use the yellow again. The yellow transparent, it'll should turn that a little bit on the green side, but it's transparent, which is good. So we'll at least see it. And just remember that I've got paper under here. And we're crooked. No, we're not. Well, we're a little crooked. Not quite as bad as I feared, but alright. Did I have something on the little one or not? No, I just, oh, yeah, the mushroom. Anybody know where I put the mushroom? Oh, found it. I would have never found it too because it was just like this. It just looked like a piece of paper. Not like a... The mushrooms are in the shop. Different sizes than this because she fit 6 on there and I only have the 4. So, they're just doodly mushrooms. I had fun. I just came up with them one day. That's what happens. And some people were like, that must have taken you so long. I'm like, no, I had an idea and I made it and it happened. Sorry. But the ideas don't come all the time. I have to wait. I have to wait for the ideas and the inspiration. But once it does, or they sit in my box, in my Procreate, just sitting there waiting for me to be like, yeah, that is good enough to send to Mariah. I don't always trust my... Right, some got left on the plate. I'm okay with that because a lot got picked up. That is interesting. And that is the bubble wrap and the other, and a stencil. Is it 1 stencil or 2 stencils? I forget. Just the one. Yeah. So that is pretty busy. It's okay. This one is, oh yeah, I had the other stencil that I layered. And so now we don't have the white background anymore. We have the color shift. That is sparkly, baby. And put that on the shelf. I moved some stuff closer to me so that I'm not putting my, oh yeah, this is the one with the, well, it could be peacock swirled or it could be eyes. I mean, swirled peacocks. Or it could be eyes. I mean, that could totally be Halloween-y eyeballs. Which is why Mariah's going to be putting them in the shop soon. So those 3 plus, we've got, let me move this out of the way. Plus some brayer sheets, which I forgot to turn my brayer over. And the mushroom. And what else do we have? I always, like, after I show you guys whatever it is that we made, or I made, then I usually find something else. Alright, so there's that one, which the other side is the puzzle. That was how things kind of started with the more bright colors, but I'll be able to use these. Maybe I'll do some more mushrooms on them. This stencil is Fran's, and it comes from PM Artist Studio, and it is pretty awesome. Isn't that cool? Love it, love it, love it, love it. Alright. Oh, and we got the Happy Stream, which is Miriam's, and just some random collage. Oh, and we used the tree to kind of make lightning. And just some cleaning off the plates is what that's all from. You didn't even see that. Oh, and then that one where I was just like cleaning off the small plate, and I used a stencil, and I could show you that real quick, couldn't I? I mean, you've seen it before, most likely, unless you're new. So, like, say I take like these 2 right here. Well, say I put down paint first. Let's do magenta. No, let's do. I'm just going to do this on half. This is why you have to lift it up. Ugh. Alright. And then, so then I put these down like that. And then I might put this down like this. and then hold it down, and then just lift these up and lay that back down. That's how I did that half circle thing. You can do that with leaves, stencils, whatever is flat enough to fit under there. And of course you can't really see it on this, but really lightly. But that is how I got that. So even if you can't see it really clear, you can see it here. Here you can see it really good. Let's see, lots of brayer off. There must be more things that I made if there's this many brayer offs. Alright, then there's those 3 that you just saw. And that one. And the back. Yeah, just the back of that one. This is the dashed. I think I have 2 sizes now. That one, tissue paper that picked up. And that's more tissue paper that picked up. It's probably really, really loud in your ear right now. Don't see anything else under there. Then we've got the violet with the green gold, which is a color combo that I've just been really digging ever since the art retreat that I got to go visit, do a little day trip to, and one of the gals there was using it. I kind of love this one. It's dark. I gotta remember that the magenta with the oxide yellow, I think I did, and then I just did a coat over that. And then there's that one. I think I did the puzzle and then picked up the insides. And then that was a brayer off that I then picked up that with. These are stencils I used today that are starting to dry. I did use, you didn't see me, but I did use the runes. Well, that's the one that was that other thing. And then there are other things you can use. If you don't have stencils, find bubble wrap. The stuff that you have under your rugs, just grab a piece of that from under the middle of the rug where it's not going to slide because you just need it on the outside edges anyway. You want to know what I'm talking about? I'll show you what I'm talking about. Oh, there's some I did before you got here too. That one. This was just cleaning off my plates. My plates were dusty and gross, and they just really needed some cleanup. I was going to show you that stuff that helps the rugs to. What's this one? That and the brayer off. I had the bag with the stuff and I've lost it. Well, anyway, you know that non-slick stuff that is that was in the bag that I brought over here that I can't find. Oh, we added ink to that and added ink to that. Oh, that was like one of the first ones I pulled. Yeah, I know. Nobody's here anymore. I understand. Why would you be? I had a bag. Oh. Did these before you got here too. Okay, that one. That one was a cleaning up my plate. That one was cleaning up my plate. Oh, I got some good play. I'm going to go have lunch now. I hope you guys all have a delightful day. Love you.